Jadon Sancho is Manchester United's top summer target, with the Red Devils having held talks with Borussia Dortmund about doing a deal over the past few weeks. But negotiations have stalled, with the valuations of the two clubs significantly different. Dortmund want £108 million to sell the 20-year-old winger, which would make him United's club record signing. But in a coronavirus-impacted transfer market, United believe the German club's valuation of Sancho to be unrealistic and will not meet his price tag. That has seen discussions become protracted, with it uncertain as to whether or not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will land the signing of the attacker or not. Express Sport brings you all the latest, with United still eager to bring Sancho back to the Premier League. Jadon Sancho is confident he will still join Manchester United this summer despite talks between his current club Borussia Dortmund and the Red Devils stalling. The England international is still hopeful he will return to Manchester, where he previously played for Manchester City before joining Dortmund in 2017. That's according to transfer expert Ian McGarry, who says United and Dortmund also both expect to conclude a deal before October 5 despite the Bundesliga giants insisting otherwise in public. McGarry told the Transfer Window podcast, "Our information is that Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund are comfortable with the positions they're in with regards to selling Sancho. United don't expect Dortmund to agree the details of the payment structure that United have proposed, until potentially the end of the window. There's currently an impasse with conversations between the two clubs. United are now in the unique position of being the only team in town as far as Sancho is concerned. That's something they're comfortable with. It shouldn't be the case that the transfer is in doubt or won't happen. United believe it'll happen, Sancho believes it'll happen, his representatives feel it'll happen, and whatever Dortmund say in public, they also believe they'll sell." Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward has been warned by Sky Sports reporter Dharmesh Sheth that United may never sign Sancho if they don't land him this summer. "It's gone a little bit quiet as far as Jadon Sancho is concerned," Sheth said on the Transfer Show. "The information that I got this morning was that if United do not sign Jadon Sancho in this transfer window, there is a chance that Jadon Sancho will never become a Manchester United player." It should be said that Jadon Sancho is willing to move to Manchester United, and not only that, he's ready to move to a club that is the biggest rival of the club that he left when he went to Dortmund, in Manchester City. But as it stands, we are as far away from Jadon Sancho going to Manchester United as we've ever been. Jadon Sancho remains United's #1 target this summer despite Lionel Messi declaring that he wants to leave Barcelona, says Sky Sports reporter Kaveh Solhekol. Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain are the leading clubs for Messi's signature if he is able to push for a Nou Camp exit. But United are another club who could potentially finance a deal for the Argentine, who currently earns around £1 million a week in wages at Barca. Yet instead, they remain determined to land a deal for Sancho despite the lure of Messi, 33, widely regarded as the best player on the planet. The next Premier League club, Manchester United, Solhekol said on the Transfer Show. No comment from them as far as any potential move for Lionel Messi is concerned. Our information is that their #1 target remains Jadon Sancho, but of course potentially, Manchester United do have the finances to be able to do a deal. Signing David Brooks from Bournemouth would spare Solskjaer the issue of splitting minutes between Sancho and Mason Greenwood, says transfer expert Duncan Castles. You can see why Brooks has been mentioned, Castles said on the Transfer Window podcast. He fits into the cultural rebuild story, whatever Ed Woodward is trying to sell it as in this particular window. Brooks is young and British, would have a lot of time to play for this team but would be a much cheaper option than Jadon Sancho obviously. Bournemouth ready to sell the player, relegated to the Championship, so an opportunity to go back into the Premier League. I think you could bring him into the squad and leave Mason Greenwood as the first choice on the right, side of attack and give yourself an alternative to play alongside him, rather than with Sancho, where if you sign Jadon Sancho is going to be a starter, and that causes you something of an issue as to how you use Mason Greenwood next season. Although a squad and a long season and a lot of matches and rotation is important in the process, and it's probably easier to change and rotate forwards around more than any other position in the team. Sancho addressed the speculation over his future recently, and insists he pays no attention to what others are saying about him. The forward has been hard at work in Dortmund's pre-season training camp as the Yellow Blacks prepare for the new Bundesliga campaign, with speculation rife over whether or not he will still play in Germany's top division by October. And he told Soccerbubble, "I try not to look at the media because I think once you start looking at all that, it would be easy to get carried away with it. It can affect players. For me, it's about not looking at those things and just focusing on trying to do the best I can on the pitch. Especially in training. For me, it's about improving every single day. It's important for me to keep a smile on my face and keep happy. I don't really look at all the noise and all that stuff. I'd rather keep my head down, keep focus and improve every day."